This is obviously a little bit of a different video than what you might be used to, but I need to talk to you heart to heart for a little bit. Today I had planned to film a video about 2017 and what it means to me, and we're still going to do that right now, but I was going to use my normal setup and I just decided that I wanted to make it a little bit more casual with you. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. Just, you know, hang out for a little bit. 2017 was crazy. And, you know, a lot happened to me in 2017. Including moving to Dallas, which is why you can hear all of these awesome city noises in the background. But 2017 started off with me living in my hometown that I had never moved out of. And I was still working a job that I absolutely hated, that drained every ounce of energy from me, every ounce of spirit from me. I just could not thrive in that environment. But luckily, I had a best friend working with me, Sabrina, as you guys have seen on this channel, because she is my co-creative partner in crime and in time. So, January of this year, Sabrina and I had already purchased our tickets for Contact in the Desert, which is the shirt I'm wearing right now, as you can see. And we were so excited for it. Like, we knew that we were finally going to be able to meet all of these people that we have been reading about for years and listening to their radio shows and reading their books, and it's just, you know, it's like a little fangirly, right? I mean, come on, like, why, like, honestly, like, why would you not be a little fangirly if you're meeting your heroes, man? During that time, like, you know, I said I was still working at this place that will remain unnamed that I absolutely hated, that she still works at, and we, I'm getting like a little ahead of myself here. The only way that I was able to survive mentally working at that place was the ability, the gift, to listen to headphones at work, which gave me the ability to listen to Jimmy Church's radio show, which I love, and you know, he's the bomb, obviously. And I was also able to listen to all of David Wilcock's audiobooks on Audible, which was awesome. Which, quick side note, anyone who has taken the time to create not only just a book but an audiobook, you guys are true heroes. Like, seriously, it is so hard to find time to read, especially when you're like me and you're fighting yourself on all this information. I mean, it's so easy to just put on an audiobook and go about your day and like listen to it. Like, it's an awesome way to disclose information, so thank you. So Sabrina and I had purchased our tickets for Contact in the Desert when they first went on sale, the super early bird package, and we were super excited, and we spent from January to May, which Contact in the Desert was in May, prepping and being excited and planning what we were going to do and what packages we were going to purchase, like what webinars we were going to go to, not webinars, workshops and intensives. And it was really fun. And we, you know, fast forward, we get to Contact in the Desert, and it's everything we'd ever dreamed and so much more. And I had already decided that I was going to start going live on Facebook for a group that many of you guys might be a part of called Meet Earth's Cosmic Neighbors on Facebook. And it was a group that I had been following for some time. I'd met some good friends on there. And I still, you know, still on it, of course. And I knew that so many of those people were not going to be able to make it to Contact in the Desert. And I knew that if I was in their position, that I would have killed, metaphorically, for the chance to go to an event like this and meet all of the speakers that, you know, I've loved for so many years and have gotten me through so many hard times. And so I started live streaming, and I was also vlogging the entire time because I hadn't officially like started our channel yet, but I already had intended to do that, like with the vlogs, because, you know, me being at home, like I like to watch people on YouTube go on trips in their vlogs and stuff. So like, why wouldn't, you know, I do that for someone else, like give that service for someone else. So I already have that intention set. But anyways, we're going live all the time on Facebook. And a few people came up to me when I was there, and they noticed me from the group, and they were like, hey, like, we love your live videos, like, you know, that's awesome. You know, I just thought that was so cool and kind of strange. Like, you know, we went live like 3 times and people are actually watching it, so that's cool. And I was just really like in my zone. Like, that is what I love doing. I love providing a service for other people through video, really. Video is my favorite medium for that. But, you know, things can change. So we get to Contact in the Desert, and it's super fun, and we meet all of the people that we've always wanted to meet, and it was great. It was fantastic. And we get to Corey Good's workshop, which Corey Good and David Wilcock were the 2 that we really, really wanted to see the most, obviously, because, like, you know, we were huge fangirls of them at the time, and they're like pretty awesome dudes and stuff, so, you know. And we get to Corey's workshop, and I find myself like sitting in this large crowd of people, and I'm like, holy crap, like, I'm about to like see Corey like in person, like, this is so cool. And I'm sitting next to Sabrina and our really good friend Lauren, Lauren actually is the one that introduced me to Gaia in the first place. And she had to push it on me. Let me tell you, I was fighting it for a while, but that's just, whenever there's something I really need to do, I always fight it. It's just something with the Taurus in me, I guess. We'll see. So, and also Sabrina's husband, Court. He wasn't in the room, actually. He was doing something else. I don't know. He's doing his own thing, which is kind of fun. So, you know, Corey talks for a while, but there's also 2 people up on stage with him that I didn't know. I've never seen before. And I'm listening and I'm taking notes because I'm trying to remember who their name, like what their names are, so when it comes time, I can ask a question. And I want to, you know, ask them a question, right? And I realized that no one in the room really knew who these 2 people were either, because everyone was just talking to Corey. Everyone was just asking Corey questions. And I was like, well, I want to give them some love too, you know? Like, I have this question and I'd love to ask it to Corey, but like, I'm kind of nervous about it, so maybe I should ask someone else to kind of give them a chance to talk for a little bit, right? So the person on the left from where I was standing was Justin Deschamps, and the person on the right was Jordan Sather. And I had only gotten Jordan's name, and all I had heard was that he was a YouTuber, and I was like, okay, well, that's what I want to do, so I want to ask him his advice for me and all the other people in the room who might be wanting to do the same thing that they're doing. You know, like, what is your advice for that? And so, like, I realized I wanted to do this, and I had to do this. And up until, well, it was like at the end of 2016, I had been taking like classes for like acting, which didn't work out for different reasons. And I learned a lot, though. I learned a lot about, you know, like, not being afraid to talk. So, like, all of that training I put through, like, I went through for acting, I was able to use to encourage myself to stand up in this large crowd of people and ask a question, which I believe that without that training, I wouldn't have been able to do. So I stand up and I think really clearly and I ask my question, and I'm like, hey, Jordan, you know, what advice do you have for someone like me who's trying to get started in all of this? And for all these people in the room, which I'm not sure exactly what I said. And then after that, I kind of like zoned out, to be honest. Like, I didn't really hear most of what was being said because I was so overwhelmed with the energy of what I was feeling, because it was like when you look at something and everything around you just kind of like, it just kind of got like spacey or like blurry or something. Like, I was zoning in on him. I don't know exactly how to describe that. Something that you'd have to experience, really. And I heard him say, just do it. And I was like, oh yeah, like, duh, like, I am just doing it right now, but, you know, like, it really helped me. And then Justin started talking. And then Corey wanted to make sure he had a chance to chime in too, which I thought was awesome because like that was my first like, wow, like, you know, Sensei noticed me, like this, you know, this person that is a huge spiritual teacher of mine who I've never met in real life is acknowledging me and answering a question of mine, which to me meant a lot, and it still does. I'm really thankful for that. However, I don't remember anything of what he said, but I know that the recordings for that are somewhere, and I will find them someday, and you know, when I need them, they'll come back. So that was awesome. And then, you know, I finish, I sit down, whatever, we leave, we go do some other stuff, which was really fun. A lot of awesome memories of Contact in the Desert. Gosh, like that was like the best freaking conference ever, like, seriously. It was amazing. It was super amazing. And then, like I've talked about this to death in the Contact in the Desert vlogs, which, you know, like I'll link the playlist down below if you guys want to hear more details about Contact in the Desert, besides the intensive with Corey, which is where we actually like met up with him and like had like a meet and greet, and it was really nice and fun. And we met Stacy Good, which at the time I didn't know who she was either. Well, I knew like they were married, but I didn't know like what she looked like, you know. And I actually didn't know who Teresa Llaneros, Jesus, was either. I'm like, I need to like take a breath or something. All right. And I actually thought that she was Corey's daughter because like I couldn't tell the difference between, you know, who I was looking at because I didn't know who anyone was. And then fast forward to after the conference, I see a picture of Teresa and Stacy taking a selfie, and in the background you can see my face. And it's just like just my face, and it's like super weird, super synchronistic, but whatever. So Contact in the Desert was great. We get back from Contact in the Desert. I edit the vlogs, which took me like a super long time. Super long time. And we upload the first vlog, and we get awesome feedback on it. And Sabrina and I are at work, and we see that Corey Good has commented on our first vlog, and we just, like, we lost it. Like, we were so excited. Everyone that we were working with didn't know what was going on. Like, they were super confused, but we just did not care. We just let it all out. We were so excited together because to me, anyway, that was the moment that this all became real. That I knew that I could actually do anything I wanted to do, which everyone can. But sometimes you need that proof shown to you. One of my alarms went off, but whatever, like let's ignore that. Which, you know, might be a thing too. So what was I just saying? Yeah, like your own personal proof, right? And for me, Contact in the Desert as a whole, you know, really led up to that. So him commenting on our video was just incredible. It was the universe showing me that, you know, these are all just people. They are all doing things that people do, and you can do that too. Like, there's no difference there. So I was pretty excited about that. But then I'm not sure if this happened before the YouTube thing or not, but there was an article posted about me in Stillness in the Storm, which I had no idea what that was either at the time, and now I work for them, and it was Teresa Llaneros writing an article about a girl who stood up and asked Corey a question. Me. And I was like, this is really cool, like, holy crap, you know? Like, how awesome is this? And I was really excited about that. Just to know that, like, I was being seen and heard for, like, the first time, like, in my life, honestly. Like, so it was just pretty cool. And then after that, we had more of a connection with Justin and Teresa, and a little bit more with Jordan, because he's busy. Everyone's busy, whatever. And Justin and Teresa really reached out to Sabrina and I and offered to, like, work with us more and, like, have, you know, we had Skype calls and we just talked and we became acquainted with each other, which was amazing. And it was really fun. And, you know, we ended up talking more with Corey too, which was really fun and, like, amazing. And it was just, it was really cool. And like that, the whole time between after Contact in the Desert, which was like May, the end of May, no, not the end of May, but like towards the end of May, to August, we spent, you know, working on our channel, like pumping out videos, like trying to really figure out what direction we were trying to go, and also balancing the hour and energy heavy job that we had together. Also, forgot to mention, for some reason, back at Contact in the Desert, this is all over the place, I'm sorry, David Wilcock in his intensive was like, that dude's the man. Like, that dude is the man. He's like super cool. Everyone's super cool, whatever. But in his intensive, when we walked in, like, we were in the front row seat, and I was like, this is the shit. I'm like, oh my God. And he looks over at me while he's getting ready, and he's like, has anyone ever told you that you look like Chloe Grace Moretz? And I was like, fuck yeah. Like, sorry, I was blonde at the time, obviously. Like, wasn't born with purple hair, as far as we know. But that made my day, because I get told that sometimes, which, you know, she's awesome, so like I'm flattered, like, thank you. But for someone like to tell you that you never even thought you'd ever have the chance to speak to, like, it was pretty cool. I don't know. It was pretty cool. It made my day. And then in his intensive, he, I sound like super lame, oh my gosh, but you understand. You guys are hopefully super forgiving this whole video. So at the end of his intensive, he left us with this amazing meditation, which was a cord cutting meditation, and it hit me so hard. It hit me so hard. I looked off because I just saw the window behind you. There's a chair with the logo of the place I used to work on it. They're freaking watching me, I swear, like they're all over the place. Anyways, I'm gonna block that out for a minute. The intensive, the meditation in the intensive was so amazing, and it connected with me so well that I found myself like in the chair just like bawling like a little baby, and it was just so powerful, and I was so thankful for that. So anyways, back up to speed. August rolls around, and it is time for Eclipse of Disclosure. If you guys remember, there was a big solar eclipse this past year, and you know, they had a conference for it because that's what you do. And we went to Mount Shasta, and we met up with all of our friends again. It was so freaking cool. And this time, you know, this time we really, like, there was no possible way we should have been able to go to this conference. Like, seriously, it honestly should have been impossible. Contact in the Desert should have been impossible. Like, literally should have been impossible. But Eclipse of Disclosure was beyond impossible, and it happened. And we were gifted the, you know, the ability to go there and the resources to go there, and it was like just such an amazing, I'm so thankful for that, because our time in Eclipse of Disclosure was so like powerful. We were able to connect on a smaller scale with people because it was a lot smaller of a conference than Contact in the Desert. And I got to spend a lot of one-on-one personal time with Teresa Yaneris and like Justin Deschamps and someone Jordan Sather and like some of the other speakers, like Corey was there, which was really fun. That was awesome. And Stacy and you know, Laura Eisenhower was there. Jimmy Church was there, which was awesome. And he actually invited us to like the Fade or Not party, which was like, I sound like really lame, I understand that, but like I'm such a fangirl for like a lot of things, and Jimmy Church is one of those things. He's awesome. He's like a super cool guy, and that meant so much to me that he invited us. That was like really fun, and I had a really good time. So thanks, Jimmy. And you know, it was like super fun. We got to meet all our friends, like we got to talk to them a lot, and I connected with so many of them on such a deep level that like I've never felt this way before. Like I felt a lot of things. Okay, like I've had a life, like let me freaking tell you, like a lot of, you know, I've been through a lot, all right, but like I love these people. Like I'm fucking crying right now, like oh my god, like I really love these people. I really do. Like, god, sorry, they mean so much to me. Like really, they really do. They know it, because I tell them every day. And then, let me breathe for a second. And then we get home from Eclipse of Disclosure, and I did not want to come home. Like, I was like crying on the plane. I was so upset because I knew that what I was coming back to was nothing like what I had just came from. Like, I saw a possibility of a future that everyone could have, like not just the people that are around me, but like that community of people that get it, and you don't have to like explain yourself to everyone all the time. Like why do you think this way? Like, why do you have these kinds of opinions? Like, no one asks those questions. Like, everyone just understands. And it's amazing. So after that, we get home, and you know, I knew that I couldn't stay in the job that I had, obviously, because like I didn't have time or energy to do the things I wanted to do. Like, part of the reason why the conferences were so impossible to get to was because I couldn't get time off of work. And Sabrina and I worked in the same position, like we were the only two people in that position. So they wouldn't let us both off at the same time, obviously, which is why it was so impossible before. But miracles do happen. So I knew I had to leave that job, which I've known for a long time. I just didn't know how I was gonna be able to do it. But of course, the universe provides, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So, I already lived like near Dallas. I'm in Dallas right now, but I live like an hour away. And I won't tell you in what direction, but an hour away. And, you know, Corey lived in Dallas, like he just moved to Colorado. But I got to help him move, which was like super freaking cool. Like, I got to volunteer my time to spend time with him and his family, and with Stacy, which was awesome. Like, Stacy's really smart. Like, she's the bomb, man. Like, she taught me so much. She's just really neat. And I helped them as much as I could, you know, like pack and stuff, and you know, it was great. Like, I really wish I was able to go with them, but there were many reasons why I needed to stay here. Not that they invited me to go with them or anything, okay? But, you know, it was still really fun. So what was synchronistic as well as, you know, when they were moving, like their official move date was, you know, a couple weeks before I was scheduled to move to Dallas. And I had already given notice to my job that I was just quitting. Like, so many things tried to stop me from quitting, dude. Like, so many. So many. And it was nuts. But I quit, and I just said, screw it, like, I'm done. People keep texting me, sorry. I'm done. Like, I'm out. Like, let's go. And I come to Dallas, and I don't have a traditional job, but I knew that I was going to create something here that was going to turn into a full-time gig or whatever. And even though my job sucked so bad that I was at, it did pay well, so I was able to save up enough money to get me by for a couple months. If, you know, God forbid, no other income came in, knock on wood, cancel clear. And also, my husband, we did the math, and like on his income alone, like we would live, like we're not gonna die. So yay. So he's super supportive and awesome, and he's giving me the time that I feel I need to get this stuff figured out. And of course, immediately after I move, I start talking with Tracy and Eris more, and she, you know, is becoming like a huge teacher of mine, obviously. Like, come on, like your friends are all your teachers. And one thing led to another, and now I'm an intern for Stillness in the Storm, which is pretty cool. And I'm now able to reach into like this vault of years of information, like thousands of years of information that they've been studying, her and Justin Deschamps, forever. Justin Deschamps is a freaking wisdom bucket, like, let me tell you, like, that dude is amazing. And now he's like, you know, a teacher of mine, like a direct one, and that's pretty like freaking cool. And I'm gonna learn so much, and I'm so excited. and like everything kind of falls into place, right? So I know that everything's kind of nuts, but at the same time, well, it might appear kind of nuts, right? With like me moving and just like quitting my job and working for, you know, an alternative media company that is like pretty badass, so like, you know, whatever. But like I know I know like some cool stuff's coming, and I'm really excited. And I've made a lot of realizations about myself this year. I've learned that things do not just get handed to you. Like you have to reach out and take stuff. Like you have to try, you have to complete things. You can't just start a project and never finish it. Speaking of never finishing things, my Closer Disclosure vlogs, if anyone noticed, which I'm sure no one did, so I'm totally telling on myself right now, but I put out all but one of them, and the only reason why, literally the only reason why that last one did not come out yet, eventually, I'll get to it, is because whenever I make a vlog, dude, like I film so much and I edit for like 10-15 hours. Like a long time. And it takes a lot of energy to do those, because vlogs to me like are a capsule of a trip, right? And in the future, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna forget most of the things that we did at that trip, and I can look at that vlog and remember, right? So I wanna make sure that I'm creating it in a way that's going to hold the energy that I felt at the event, and it'll, you know, remain bounded for the future, right? So basically it's just because they take a lot of work, they take a lot of energy, and that last one was the daunting task of finishing a thick vlog that I needed to post as soon as possible, while all of these other events were going on, while all these other video ideas were coming through my head, all these things that seemed a lot more pressing than something that had happened in the past, like Closer Disclosure. Like, that was cool, that was awesome, it's fun, but it's over with, now we're here, and I want to work on this stuff here, and I don't want to worry about that. So one day I'll get to it, alright? One day. So, you know. Also, I don't know if any of you guys felt this, but Christmas this year was different, right? For me, it was a good different. I haven't actually had like a really good Christmas, a really good feeling of Christmas, or like the, you know, the traditional feels that you get around Christmas. From, you know, I haven't had that in such a long time, like I had it this year. But the last I really remember having that was when I was like a really small kid. So that's good. I know that was different for a lot of people, like in some ways, so just want to put that out there. But yeah, like that's pretty much what happened. Sabrina and I are still making videos, but she lives an hour away now, which sucks. And she's still trapped in some shit, so she will get out for sure. I guess this is a cursing video. Gosh, sorry guys. That's what you get when you don't edit stuff. Just being real with you. And Sabrina, hopefully, like, you know, we'll do videos together in the future, but it's just kind of hard because we're far apart. And we were branded from the Sabrina and Sterling because we didn't know like what we wanted to do with that yet, to Beyond Disclosure, which is our new fun, super fun thing. So anyways, this video is like getting pretty long, so I'll let you go. But you know, 2018, looking forward. To me, 2018 is going to be the year of self-discovery, self-reflection, and taking the knowledge that I have and applying it. And stuff's gonna get weird, man. It's gonna get weird, and you know, I'm excited. Like, I'm super excited. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me. And I know this is like a long video. And thank you guys for supporting independent, oh my god, thank you guys so much for supporting independent media on Patreon. And also, if you feel led to, I do have a PayPal link down below where you can make one-time donations. No pressure, every cent matters to me. This is not me begging for money, like God, okay, like it's fine, like, but whatever. Thank you guys, and I love you, and I will see you in 2018. Bye!